Hey guys, this is Andy McCann with CrossFit Garage out here in Woodstock, Georgia, here to answer your health and fitness questions. No, you do not have to do CrossFit. It's just a great hack for me. So, I got a question here from Erin G, and she's basically asking, how can one maintain running and walking fitness in a rural setting? So she says, a summary of her question is, she's finally in a position to really start this homesteading journey, and she's looking for property, but every piece of property she finds has really bad road access, where if she was to go walking or jogging or take her dog on a stroll, she's probably going to get hit by a car. That's no bueno. We definitely don't want to do that. I love you're thinking safety. The other thing she wants to do is create a barn gym so she can do some weightlifting. I love that. So her question begins with, how can I maintain this? And are there others who have struggled with this, and how do they overcome not being able to walk very far without doing, say, laps on the property? I love the end of her question. It's got passion in it, and this is the stuff that you guys really like. This moves the needle for me a lot. So if it's that important to me, should I limit the search to properties that back up to national forests, or am I being unrealistic? So, hey, this is a great question. What are you trying to solve? So I would back this up first and say, hey, Jack, talk to Jack or email more in the community. What are you trying to solve? Are you trying to solve homesteading? That's one thing. If you're trying to solve fitness, that's another thing. Now, when we combine those, yeah, there's probably going to be some give and take, but I do have some answers for you. So, here's what I've done. If I want to do a walk that is not going to be aggressive, then I am going to add weight. So I'm going to get a ruck pack. I'm going to show you how to show you a site that you can go buy some stuff. You can go anywhere, just get a backpack, throw some sand in it, and you're good to go. So it's going to make your walk more aggressive. All right. So I love that you're trying to be safe. There are too many of my friends who go out and do this stuff, and they do, I don't know, they do things like on the little edge of the road that is just not, I don't find that safe at all. So it's very important that you're safe. If you're super healthy and fit, but then get hit by a mirror of a truck and you die, then, well, none of that is going to help you at all, right? And your dog's going to hate that as well. Everyone's going to hate that. So be healthy and fit. One is put a backpack on, put some weight in it, see how it goes. You could turn the laps. So let's say you're, doing 10 laps on your property. Maybe it drops down to 5. So you're still doing laps. It doesn't solve that problem, but adding weight could. So you make the walk itself more strenuous, and that is one way to go. Another way to go is I've got some at-home workouts that I put together back when we were all supposed to stay home for 2 weeks, but it ended up being 2 or a year, and I don't know if I can say that word without getting people banned. So if you go to my website, crossfitgarage.com, and you fill out the No Sweat Intro form, it puts you in our lead material, so you get stuff from us like, hey, how to be healthy and fit and all that. Well, I think the first or second email has this 32 at-home workouts that we did, and it requires pretty much no gear. So you can do this sort of stuff. Now, you did say that you were looking to build a gym in your barn. I think that is awesome. You don't really need that much gear. And like I said, another question that'll come up later on, depending on how Jack slots them, is back squats, deadlifts, doing a clean and jerk or snatch. Those are great movements to build strength, and it doesn't require that much, right? So some dumbbells, a bar with some weights. Yeah, you can definitely nail that down. Okay, so what other things would I do to give you a longer walk? I'm in a rural setting. What do I do? First thing is, I just go to Google Maps and type in parks near me. So I did that, and I tried to get it to populate big time, but it wouldn't. So it knows roughly where I live, and it gave me some parks. So this is just an idea. I can jump out to any of these parks. So put the dog in a car, go drive somewhere, and go walk. I do that all the time. I will actually hike around Sequoia Park or walk around Sequoia Park with the dog, while my daughter, who's on the cross-country team, will jog laps. So she does 10 laps, and I do 2.5, whatever, right? The next thing is, so I'm in Georgia, and I pulled up, they've got a map. Hey, here are all these state parks you can go to. If there's a park, there are trails. So another thing you could do is look for Frisbee golf courses, right? Or anything with a stream. If you find that it's got a stream, a river, or something like that, a lake, man, there is going to be something around it. Make sure it's not private property, but there's a trail around it. Somebody's already walked it. Somebody already wants to fish there. So it already exists. So if you go to an area that you don't know, go to a place, an establishment that has locals, and say, hey, what do you guys do for walking around here? Now, they may look at you strange and going, hey, we live the farm life. We don't need to do extra fitness because we're already fit and tired. But walking your dog or getting out in nature is great. There's an awesome book, The 12-Hour Hike. Anyway, whole different subject. But another thing you can do, so here in Georgia, I just put in national parks. You can find that. I've got a list of state parks. So you not only have national, state, county, city. So there's a whole bunch of parks you can go through. I don't know where all these parks are, but I clicked on the map. another map, and it said, hey, these are all your state parks. So I hover over Georgia. There's 61 state parks, 3 state forests, 2 state memorials. So here's another thing. It doesn't even have to be a park. So there is a Veterans Memorial on Georgia 20. You can go up and walk all you want, and everyone would love if you would walk and be respectful and all that, but right? So there's this, I moved off of it. In Georgia, there's 15 historic sites. There are 4 fish hatcheries. You could go walk around there, right? So there are a whole lot of places you can go, and very underutilized is our Army Corps of Engineer property. You can get a topo map that'll have an old trail on it. Some of these are logging trails, or, they're fit for like either really heavy-duty trucks or ATVs, but yeah, you can go out there and walk them. No problem. Now, if you're in Wyoming, and when you go walk these, you're out on your own, that's a whole different safety concern. Make sure you're telling someone where you go. So the question becomes, how do I find this stuff? The answer to your question is that can I do this? Yes, for sure. You just have to put some time into research. So I would give you my time. If you email me, andy@crossfitgarage.com, tell me where you're at. We'll dial into the area and we can find some stuff for you. It's not hard. You just got to know the words to search, spend a little time on the search engines. Other things that you can do here on the old interweb. Let's see. I've got, so in Georgia, I found a whole bunch more maps. They really want you to hang out here. So there could be things like a botanical garden or whatever, right? Or there's Callaway Gardens, which they want you to come down and pay a lot of money to come hang out, but you can go down there and walk, whatever. Most everything is free. If for walking and hanging out, and they just want you to spend some money somewhere, right? There's another thing you could do. This is the lakes and rivers picture. So yeah, if you find a river or a lake, there's going to be a trail or something on it, but possibly ask a local. They're probably going to give you better information. The other one is we do a lot of orienteering racing, and you can race with your dog, and you don't even really have to race. So Evie and I just did an event out near Six Flags, and we were going to do the easy course as a white course, and then the hardest course is, I think, a red course. We're going to do those two, one to warm up and one to like crush it. We did the white course. It was really cold. She wasn't feeling it, so we just walked it, and it took us like 45 minutes, and I looked at her and said, do you want to do another? And she's like, nah, I think I'm done. So these are great. It's a walk through the park where you go pick up checkpoints, a little orienteering with a map and a compass, and it's a lot of fun. You probably have this in your own state. Okay, I did mention the rucksack. So what you could get is there is a company called Go Ruck. You don't have to buy something very specific, but if you do, weirdly, it's going to fit you better and fit the environment. So they've got backpacks, and you can slap in plates and sleeves and sand and all this other stuff to make the workout harder. So first, what I would say is, yes, you can do this. And I would also say, go for your dreams. If you're going to buy the property that is going to be your homestead, man, take that property and run with it. Don't worry about the other stuff. Figure it out next, right? The running and walking you can do anytime. There's all this stuff out there to find. Go for the property first. You're going to be able to get the workout in, the either lifting or the long hike with your dog. No problem. All right, guys, take care. If you need help, I am here for you. Again, Andy McCann here with CrossFit Garage, where we're helping you lay a firm foundation in fitness, food, and finance, at least on our podcast. And this, just fitness and health. All right, take care.